Hey y'all, hey. I'm looking at the time because I'm like, I don't know if anybody gonna come on, but y'all know I don't care about that because y'all can watch the replay. Welcome back to Themomnursefashionista. I am going to be discussing remote jobs, not just for RNs and LPNs, but y'all, I've been finding remote jobs for CNAs and MAs, and this is have been just by accident. Okay, so excuse me. I just wanted to discuss these jobs right quick, right? I'm just in such a good mood. It looked like I look so dark. I don't know. Maybe that's just the phone. Because, I don't know. Maybe that. Hold on, y'all. Oh, that's just me. Okay. The phone was kind of, it was down. But anyway, so, I just been in such good spirits because I see God moving in my life. And when y'all come in, y'all make sure y'all leave a like. Y'all make sure y'all speak. Say hey, send an emoji, smile, a heart or something. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about these jobs. But before I got started with the jobs, y'all know I just am in good spirits because in my last video, thank you. In my last video, I talked about feeling like I was in my Job season, and I am in my Job season, but in Job lost a lot of things, but God replaced so much back to him, even more, and so I was like, child, I'm gonna get through this thing. And in May, the beginning of May, I came on here and on my Instagram and on my Facebook, and I talked about May being our blooming season, because April bring showers, but May bring flowers. But as I was thinking about, dang, we already at the end of May, it's now June. And sometimes things, what you envision for your future and your life, it don't always go as planned. Y'all know that's how life be going. And so life be lifing. So anyway, I was like, you know what, that's okay, because some people flowers in that yard may grow faster than the flowers in my yard. Y'all, I've been planting flowers, y'all. I don't have a green thumb, but I think I've been doing good with my flowers. Anyway, so as I was watering my flowers one day, I literally was thinking about that. And I was like, listen, girl, like, everybody is on different times in their life, and that's the way God intended for it to be. And he tests us, and he want to see if we're going to stick by him. And child, y'all, I'm going to stick beside God because he be looking out for his daughter. So anyway, yeah, so I just want to get that off my chest. So if you're going through anything and you feel like time is moving slow on your behalf, and you feel like things are not going as planned as they should, just remember, like, your time is coming. It's all God's plan. So anyway, I wanted to come on here and I wanted to talk to y'all about these remote jobs, because ever since I've been doing my TikTok, also because I was doing looking for jobs for other people. Y'all know that's one of my services I provide, So if y'all not able to find these jobs, if it's hard for you to find jobs, I always talk about remote. And I think it came from around COVID time, and when I started finding the HEDIS job. Y'all know I was trying to look for HEDIS back in 2019. I was trying to look for jobs that was best for me and my girls, because y'all know this nursing world can be kind of ghetto, And so I was trying to look for jobs that was best for me and the girls' schedule. And then I got into HEDIS, and I was like, y'all got to get into HEDIS, because this is where it's at for nurses. Y'all know this is in 2019, 2020. And then, we had to go into working remote. So I started just talking about remote. I didn't even know it was a such thing. Like, I came across a lot of nurses that was like, oh, I've been working remote. And I'm like, well, where this been at? I didn't know about this. So I'm so passionate about remote jobs because it's out there, and it's so much we could do remote. So anyway, while I'm looking for jobs for other people, so what I do, I provide a very affordable service. It's so easy because God just blessed me with the skill and talent that I can be able to find y'all jobs remotely. I don't know, like, I be having, oh Lord, I have recruiters that have emailed me. I need to go back and answer those recruiters. I just thought about that I need to put that on my to-do list. I don't know where my pen at. But anyway, I come across so many recruiters with so many different jobs, always asking me if I know nurses, can I share this and all this. Okay, so then, because I think also they find me through my LinkedIn. I don't really be on LinkedIn as much anymore as I used to be on there, but they find me through like YouTube and stuff, and through my Themomnursefashionista Instagram page, and so they reach out to me. But then I just find jobs so easily, remote jobs. But lately, I've been coming across jobs for MAs. So I found a job yesterday. Well, no, it was last week, and nobody haven't even, that job is still up. So I did a video on it yesterday, and I put it up today. You have to go watch the latest video. I uploaded it today. It's for pharmacy tech. pharmacy tech work from home, y'all. A pharmacy tech remote job, and it paid like up to $100K. I found, like, I even came across a badman job. Like, I had told my sister, I was like, girl, you need to go apply for this job. It's like $130K, and it's exactly what you've been doing for years. But anyway, so I found that job, and I always come across dope remote jobs. So I said I need to come on here and do a video real fast, because if you need help with getting jobs and you're not having any success, let me know. Now, a lot of times, if you're not putting yourself out there, so it could be a number of things, a number of reasons why you're not finding the jobs. Or maybe so this is what will happen, right? I'm a backtrack. I'll give you a listing. So what I do is you tell me whatever you're looking for. If you're looking for a remote job for these specific hours, I have a lot of people, a lot of moms that come to me that are looking for remote jobs for nighttime. And then I have a lot of people that come to me that are looking for remote jobs, like just specific. It just depends, right? And so I'll end up creating a list for them, and then they be like, I haven't been hearing back from anybody. So then make sure that your resume, is up to date. Make sure your resume is made over so that it reflects what it need to reflect. I always say this on all my videos because it's very, very important. And then they will apply to the jobs and maybe get a call back, but then they don't get the job. And so then I'm like, okay, maybe it's your interviewing skills, because maybe it's just the way you're interviewing. Maybe you're not answering the questions the right way. Maybe you're not even asking them the questions, okay? So before I even get into detail about the remote jobs, y'all just have to remember those little details. Those are very important, because at the end of the day, we're not just applying to jobs. We're applying to jobs to get hired, right? And so you want to get hired and get very great positions to get these high-paying jobs, but you have to know how to go in there and you have to sell yourself. So anyway, so the jobs, a lot of the jobs that I'm finding, I'm going to put a link, and I'm just going to put it all at the end of this video because it's live, so I can't do it right now. So at the end of the video, I'll put a link, and I'll let you know how you can find the jobs. But the jobs are for CNA and MA. So the CNA and MA jobs, it just depends, because I have a lot of people that come to me on TikTok and be like, how can you be a CNA? First of all, I really know that common sense is not common, but I really need people to understand before they even type a question, type a comment in, to really think about what they're typing. So they'll be like, how can you work remote as a CNA? Like, I know what a CNA does, but obviously you have to dig deeper into that, because it's like, are you serious? So you think I'm gonna come on here and be like, oh, you're gonna do patient care, bedside care from home? Like, no. At any rate, there are ways that CNAs and MAs and pharmacy techs anybody can work from home, because there are behind the scenes. As the nurses, we work behind the scene. It's more than just bedside care, passing meds and performing skills on a patient. It's more that we can do. So in my title, I had put up remote patient monitoring, because that's one thing. Remote patient monitoring and telehealth ties hand in hand. So this video is to give y'all the jobs, but also go on Google, y'all. I used to do this all the time in the beginning and tell y'all how to search for the jobs. So go in Google and put in these exact titles. So you can put in remote patient monitoring. They have a lot of positions for that. And remote patient monitoring can be for CNAs, MAs, and LPNs and RNs. But mostly I see it for CNAs, MAs, and LPNs. That's how I found CNAs and MAs could work from home, because I was looking for remote patient monitoring, telehealth. I had a client looking for that. And so I know that another word for telehealth is remote patient monitoring. Just so you know, FYI, you could put that in there. Also, you could do case management. But they also have case management not just for RNs. They have it for LPNs as well. You just have to know the right insurance companies to apply to. So like Molina Healthcare, they had LPN case management. I hope y'all got y'all pen and paper and y'all writing this down, because I'm really trying to give y'all the tea of where to find these remote jobs. And they hire so good. They make not hire so good, like they pay so good. The pay is good, right? I always have clients that are looking to get paid a certain amount. So when I'm researching your jobs and creating your job list, you also tell me, I'm going to ask you how much you want to get paid, the hours you want to work, the time of day you want to work, if you have a compact license. Now, sometimes I don't know what it's about. It's like sometimes I'll get jobs like for a couple of months, they don't want nothing but compact nursing. And lately, within the past month, the jobs have been found that they don't require you to have a compact license. So it just depends. So you may want to get a compact license just in case. So then that's something else that'll help you get the job. Also, oh my God. So I work with so many clients that are bilingual, and I need people to understand what bilingual means. It does not mean you just speak Spanish and English. Like bilingual, bi is two, so that means you speak more than one language. So if you speak more than one language, please put it on your resume. Like, let it be known that at the top, not like the top where your name is, but under your professional summary, under your skills, like all that stuff that'll make you stand out. This is what I mean by stand out in your resume, because just because you may have like a couple of years of nursing experience, but just because you are bilingual, they will hire you. I find so many bilingual remote jobs. Like, and it's not a preferred, it's a requirement. So they'll have preferred job requirements, and then they'll have like actual requirements. Like, you have to have a nursing license, that's a requirement. You have to be bilingual, that's a requirement. So make sure that's on your resume, please. I don't care if you speak 5 languages, like put them all on there. That's going to help you get even more money and more positions. So anyway, so case management, a lot of insurance companies will hire for case management. I always talk about chronic care management, disease management. That's what we do as nurses anyway. So that should always be a skill on your resume. Hint, hint. Like, these are things like y'all have to put on y'all resume. And it is not hard, y'all. I'm just blessed with that skill, and I can help y'all find these jobs. But the jobs are out there. Now, my last video I put up, what's the time? Okay, my last video I put up was for CVS Health. Now, if you do not know, CVS Health is the GOAT. They hire everybody, y'all. They hire MAs, pharmacy techs, CNAs. They hire LPN and RN. Now, lately, I haven't been finding a lot of LPN positions. A lot of their LPN positions have been at their care clinics, at, their little minute clinics. But they do hire. Like, I had one CNA on my TikTok. She was like, I wanted a remote job, but I was able to leave the nursing home and go work at a minute clinic. Now, y'all know how the nursing home is. So if you're able to leave the nursing home and go work for the minute clinic, like, that's a big difference, and she got paid more money. So that's always good. So sometimes you don't have to leave and go remote. Sometimes it's just best to leave the environment that you in. It may be best for you, better for you. So you can always do that. That's an option. I don't always like to stress, like, leaving the bedside, because you may still want to do skill. You want to do hands-on nursing. You may just need to change your environment or the job that you're at, or the company you're working for, because they working you like a slave. You don't need to be worked like that. Like, we got to take care of ourselves too, right? So just change the environment where you're in. And I'm trying to think, I can't think of the other job. Oh, I talked about data analyst. So analysts, they're always looking for nurses with that experience. So that's another job to get into. I always talk about, I haven't talked about informatics in a while. I haven't even searched informatics, but the last time I searched it, it was so many jobs. And a lot of times they don't require you to be a nurse, but they strongly, advise you to be a nurse because you have that strong background in medical and healthcare. But that's another job that pays so much. Y'all, they really have some good positions out there. And if you are RN, listen, I wanted to go back and get my RN, whatever the Lord feel fit for me to do. But I'm going to tell you one little secret. If I was an RN, I would not be right here, like with my back hurting and stressed. Because if I find one more job that I find so many jobs that pay over 100K. That pay over 100K a year, and it doesn't require you to do a lot, and it's from home, and it's flexible, and they have good benefits, these jobs that I find. And I can't tell you off the top of my head because it's when I'm doing my work for my clients. So I'm just like, in a groove of things, doing my work for my clients. And I was like, oh, dang, this is a good job. So, I don't know the companies, but I can tell you that you need to Google and look, and you need to search. And it's not going to be easy, because I had a couple of clients. They did my HEDIS course. They did my resume, because when you when you take my HEDIS course, I'll offer additional % off my services, right? And so that's one of the perks of doing my HEDIS course. So they did that, and one of them did my coaching. But when they did that, they actually took the time to, they went ham on applying to jobs, y'all. They went ham, and it helps. It helps. You have to put the work in. We all know looking for a job is a job. You have to put the work in. And I will say that. So, when I'm putting the work in and I'm helping my clients, and that's why I'm finding these jobs, because I'm, putting the work in, and I'm going ham for them. So you have to do the same thing. You have to actually put the work in and, do the doggone thing, okay? Because nothing ain't gonna fall in our lap. I mean, sometimes life is like that, but it ain't gonna happen like that. You're gonna have to work hard. The same way we work hard at our jobs, you're gonna have to work hard. Also, be prepared if you're doing remote nursing to know that you may still have a heavy load. You're just not gonna be at work off your feet, but you still may have a heavy load. I have had so many clients tell me that they left and went back into the bedside, or left completely because they didn't know that the workload was going to be so heavy. So remember that, like, the workload can still be heavy, but at least you're not on your feet and pulling and lifting and dealing with all this and that. And you may still be micromanaged as well, because some companies don't play. Like, they are so strict. Some companies are very, very strict, making sure you are staying on top of your work. You're doing, like, you're staying active on a computer. That's another thing to think about. Like, if you're not disciplined to work remotely, to work by yourself, because a lot of companies like to make sure, like, this is what they'll do. So they'll look at the different positions that you may have had, right? And they'll say, okay, well, maybe she's not going to be a great fit for this position because she has never worked by herself. She has never been, like, travel nursing is good because you got to be your own person. Like, you got to be very proficient and you got to know your knowledge and be able to go out there and do for your, be able and be comfortable and get out there and take your assignment and do your job. Just like home health, right? Working you by yourself. You have a manager you can call, of course, but you're really out there by yourself in a patient house. It's just you and the patients. You have to be comfortable doing at home visits and everything like that. And so, like, if you have never worked remotely, they may want to know, this may be a question they would ask in an interview, like, why should we pick you? Why do you feel like you would be comfortable working remotely? Because they may feel like you don't have any skills in being disciplined and being at home, because you have to be disciplined. So I like to stress that about working from home, because I know a lot of people feel like working from home can be lax and they can do their work as they want. But some companies just require you to do your work 8 to 5 or 9 to 6, whenever they need you. And another thing I always have a question about is non-phone jobs. And that's kind of hard. I haven't been able to find non-phone jobs. I have come across a few. And one of them I put up was like being a teacher. I put that up like last year, and I came across it again. Being a nursing instructor, not a nursing instructor, but being a nursing tutoring, because you could do that from remote. And that's something else y'all could go into. Like, if you're looking to make more money on the side and you want to stay where you are, but you want to make extra money, you can always make money doing something you like to do. Like, if you was always good with taking notes and teaching people, the one who everybody came to for study guides and stuff like that, you could do that and make money and charge people. Like, that's an easy way to make money. So that's another thing. Or you can help CNAs. You can help them study for their tests. You can help nurses as well, whoever, if you're real good with that. That's another way to make money. But that's all I could think of off the top of my head. But yeah, so anyway, if y'all don't have no questions, I just wanted to come on here and talk about these remote jobs. Remember, if you just came in, you could go back. At the end of this video, I will put a link up, but you could also go back so that you will be able to get the different companies that I talked about. And if I think of other companies, I put it in the description box, because off the top of my head, I can't think of any ones. But insurance companies, those are major ones. Tech companies. I mean, it's so many big companies that will hire nurses to work remotely, hire you to work as an analyst. Oh, I didn't go deep into being an analyst, but you could be a data analyst as well. And if you have ever worked remotely, like in telehealth, I had to go into analytics for telehealth, because I had to get all the information that my patients had over the whole week, and I had to compare all the data and send it off to the doctors. Like, it depends on what field you're in. But being a data analyst, you make good money doing that as well. And that's similar to the job that I just put up. A lot of these companies, y'all, have very fancy terms. Very fancy terms. You have to go in there, scroll down to the bottom, and actually like dissect the job description. And if you see the requirements are what you have that experience. And if you see that like me and my sister, like I will apply for a job and I don't even care if I never even done a job like that. Like, if they looking for a nurse and I feel like I could do the job, I apply for it. Me and my sister, we used to talk about that. She not a nurse, but she applied for jobs like that too. And that's what I do. I don't be caring, because, I mean, if you think you had the experience and you had the confidence, then go on in there. And I used to do that, y'all. And I used to get jobs. I'm telling you, at the end of the day, it's all about your confidence, baby. It is about your confidence. So get in there and get your confidence up. If you need help in that, because a lot of times we need help in our confidence, or we need somebody to hold us accountable or help us hold our hand, I got you. That's part of my interview coaching. That's also part of my career coaching that I provide as well. It's all It's all tied up in that, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. So if you need any help with that, you can always email me at lbcareercoaching@gmail.com. Okay, have to get back because you know the kids are out of school, so I have to try to fit in these videos and this information as I can. Anyway, y'all have an awesome day, a blessed day. Remember, you are overcoming no matter what your adversities may be looking like in your life right now. Please continue to keep praying, crying, journaling, feeling your feelings, but not staying in your feelings, acknowledging that you are okay. It's okay to feel. God give us our emotions for a reason. Emotions wouldn't even exist. Like, if we're human, we're not robots. So you're going to have emotions, but feel your emotions and get through. But make sure you journal and you pray and you pray and you pray. All right. Y'all have an awesome day or night. If you're watching the replay, I'll talk to y'all again very, very soon. Make sure y'all watch that last video I put up too. Okay. All right. Bye, y'all.